Hey everyone, I'm Mike Lowe, and we are back here. We're going to be playing Madden 24 again on the PC, this time going through gameplay. If you missed the previous video, we kind of just went over the nuts and bolts of the Madden modding community, and that's putting it that's giving me too much credit. I mean, we just kind of went over some of the basic tools that I have installed. That community has done a ton of work. Super, super cool stuff. We've just scratched the surface with this. I mentioned there could be a tutorial video coming if people find that would be helpful. Let me know. Leave a comment. Make sure you like the video too. That'll give me some good feedback on that. And again, thanks for checking everything out on the channel. Super appreciate it. But today we're going to be getting back into the franchise and more specifically the gameplay with what we're seeing here. You can see on the screen again is pretty much the same mods that we had. There is a new gameplay mod. You can see on the left hand side there's a new 4.0. I'm not using it just yet because it kind of messes with some of the other mods that I have until those get updated. Some things just weren't playing nicely together. And I really liked 3.1, and so I kind of wanted to at least play a few more games in the season, maybe a quarter of the season, and then I'll get through there. So I have played 2 games already. We'll get into that a little bit here, but really just want to jump into gameplay. We'll talk a little bit of franchise, and really we can just kind of go wherever people want, whether you're here live or you want to go through and watch this on the stream or anything like that, and the archive, just let me know. I'm happy to go through and do that. So apologies for those who watched the previous video a couple minutes ago. I had to start it over. But we're going to jump in. We are going to watch this gorgeous Bryce Young Panthers theme video that I mentioned on the previous mod video that I did. It's super cool. It's just one of the many mods here that we're going to see. We're probably not going to see snow here in week 3 of the season. But there's a tattoo project. There's an unlocked, which just unlocks a lot of like different gear that you can edit your players with, like cropped jerseys and things like that. The clean screen mod is really, really cool. It kind of works really nicely along with the hidden momentum. The no kick arc is really challenging. And the gameplay mod also speeds up kicking and that sort of thing. And so, yeah, there's a lot here to look at. The first one you're going to see right off the bat is this Bryce Young Panthers theme, which is really cool. So let's go ahead and just launch Madden. When you do that, you'll see a bunch of these windows kind of pop up here. This window won't. This is my video card streaming system here. But this one you will. This program file, that's super normal. And then Madden will pop up, which you can then maximize. And then we'll see this really awesome Panthers video that I don't know who made it. But there's a bunch for other teams too, so if you're running with the team in franchise, super cool to maybe load up a team to kind of get you pumped up and ready to jump in there. So here we go.
Madden Modding Community. Now it's in the game.
Carolina is building a nice team.
Terrific additions in free agency. You saw the savvy of Bryce Young.
Stock up on Miles Sanders. I love this move.
This could be the best defense in the NFC South.
Devoured sack. You cannot say enough about this Panther defense. I think he'll be a factor immediately in the NFC South.
What do we expect with DJ Chark? I think he can be a beast.
You haven't seen him with the full offense yet. You haven't seen him with Miles in the backfield. You haven't seen him with all the receivers out there. And, kind of held back a few things, too.
Touchdown! Bryce Young to Adam Thielen. Young's first touchdown pass as a Panther. Hayden Hurst goes upstairs.
Damn!
And he walked into a spider web. Picked off Jeremy Chin. Touchdown! Carolina!
Oh my God!
This is amazing!
Carolina is building a nice team.
Terrific additions in free agency. You saw the savvy of Bryce Young.
Super cool. That is so well done. Super cool. I love seeing that. Not that the Josh Allen video is bad or anything. It's just really cool. And of course, Bryce Young there walking out on screen just kind of gives you a little flavor with whatever franchise you're rolling with, which here, as I mentioned, is the Panthers. I took over as the owner of the Panthers. We are currently 0-2, unfortunately. Gameplay's tough, guys. I mean, it's on all Madden, but it's been tweaked under the hood. I mentioned that a little bit in the previous video. I don't know all of those details, but I have the sliders just default all Madden. It plays hard. Like the game's smart. It's kind of like how NHL, if you've played that before, like under the hood, it can like learn your tendencies. Like you just can't keep doing the same thing into the third quarter or even into the second quarter. I mean, the teams just adjust. You can see our last loss there, 38-6. We had 4 drives where we were inside the 5-yard line and we came away with 0 points. So, I mean, that's a 28-point swing potentially, right? So, just it's really, really tough. I'm happy with how Bryce Young's playing. I mean, speaking of him, we can just give you kind of a quick look at where he's at. He's still 71 overall, guys. This is a challenge, to say the least. But if we look at his real life stats, I mean, last year as a rookie, he wasn't good. 73.6, 11 touchdowns, 2 picks through 2 games. Much better. So that's promising. I mean, just across the board, everything's better here. It's looking really, really good. Again, we're still adjusting. We've done a lot of, kind of short passing game. We're going to have our 2 starting running backs back finally. I've had to play with the last pick in the 5th round for the first 2 games. And it just, again, not surprising, didn't go well. I mentioned on the stream how I love how you can have a rookie even in the 5th round come out as like a 73 overall. In other words, a serviceable player. And he's done all right. If we kind of look at his kind of game breakdown here. First game of the season, 17 carries for 41. He was much better here against the Bears, 11 for 54. But he's going to be taking a back seat. We do have Miles Sanders back. We do have Chuba Hubbard backs. But again, it's not like these guys are like earth-shattering updates. This is, by the way, the start of the 2024 season. So if you missed that previous video or if you weren't kind of sure where the heck we're at in this video, that's where we had no first-round draft pick. I mean, this is a tough. As much as I don't really love to do rebuilds, this kind of is a rebuild, whether I want it to be or not. We have some questions with Bryce Young. We had no first-round draft pick this year, and it's tough. But anyway, I appreciate you guys being here. Again, if you haven't liked the video, please do subscribe. Let me know if you have questions, of course. I'm happy. I do have the chat up, and I'm happy to answer questions kind of as we go. I'm going to try to focus on gameplay because, guys, I'm not the greatest Madden player. And I want to talk about these mods. I want to answer your questions. But, it's tricky to kind of do both for sure. So we are playing the Saints again. So one thing that they apparently haven't modded is the stupid scheduling sometimes in Madden where we played the Saints in week 1 and now we're playing them in week 3. To be fair, the Lions had that in real life. In week 16 they played the Vikings, and then in week 18 they played the Vikings. So I guess it's not impossible to think that. By the way, one of the little mods here already automatically had the 2025 draft loaded in. So we have our first mock draft results. They have us picking Missouri wide receiver Luther Burden III. It's not unfathomable for sure. We could definitely use some offense. Our offense has been pretty tough to move the ball. Not surprising when you look at the team overalls here on this screen. We are a 79, an 80 overall on just across the board there. But the defense is much better, I guess, quote unquote, much better. So we'll see. I hope we can play a little bit better here, maybe try to get our first win. I think, the general game plan, which, by the way, I've just been letting the coach. We hired Lincoln Riley out of college as our coach here, and I'm just kind of letting him pick the practice. He wanted to go this week. I really liked the game plan in week 1. He went short passing and short defense passing, or short passing defense. Now he wants to defend the long pass, even though they're starting, what's his face? The guy from Washington State. Oh my gosh, I'm totally drawing a blank on his name, but the guy with the long hair and the mustache and everything, it's freaking amazing. Gardner Minshew, there we go. So they're starting Gardner Minshew. Derek Carr, of course, a year later, being paid a ton of money just to kind of hold a clipboard right now. But Minshew, again, much better at short passing, but we're going to try to stop the deep pass, it looks like, this week. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think running up the middle on them can work. They have a really, really good secondary, so we got to be really careful there. And just that's been kind of the game plan, honestly, the first 2 weeks is hey, let's just play a little conservative. Let's get some short passes. Let's, stay away from, Demario Davis is going to wrap us up no matter what. Luckily, Lattimore's hurt for them this week, so that's going to help. There could be a little bit relief there on the with their secondary, but it's still pretty tough. And so, anyway, the game plan is kind of attacking him up the middle a little bit, be conservative with passing, but we've been behind in both games, and so it's been hard to stay true to that, obviously. So, anyway, again, I do have the chat up, guys. I'm going to be a little quiet as I play because I'm not great. I need all the focus I can muster.
It's the Saints and the Panthers on EA Sports.
But yeah, we'll get into some gameplay. I'm just gonna play this game out, just kind of chit chat. Again, it's not earth-shattering. They haven't it's not a completely different game. What I can say, what's probably most noticeable is unfortunately what you won't see. It's just what you feel when you play it, and you'll see some of that as I play. The gameplay mod is real. I mean, it changes the way this game feels, the way it plays. The 4.0 is really noticeable, which I don't have installed. I have 3.1 still, which is the previous edition. I'm just kind of waiting on a couple. I think there's a couple little bugs it looks like with 4.0. So just waiting on that one. But oh, it plays real, guys, and it's smart on offense and defense. The AI, like, they're no joke. So that's why I need to focus here.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Kicking is really hard. Oh my gosh, extra points, like, it's different, guys. Go into practice mode. Practice your kicks. Get used to it.
They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions.
Defense, we're just going to mix up a lot of zone. We'll do some match. I don't like running a 4-3, so when that happens, I will switch to big nickel. Because I like to keep Burns, I should say, on the defensive line.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30.
You're going to see penalties. You're going to see injuries. A lot of injuries, like an NFL amount of injuries. I know people have complained about it on the Discord, but they are used to Madden number of injuries. There's a difference. This is real, and it's unforgiving in a lot of times.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
That's a big hole.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Tattoo mod, you can see there. Look at those tats.
Pick up a 13. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the control.
I'll run 4-3 if we're able to blitz Burns. I'll go 3-4, cover one hole here.
The secondary spot, getting all the way
Flip it.
downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And only a couple there.
That worked out there. I had to come up into that zone anyway, so I figured if they run it, I can at least try to plug that up a little early, and brings up a somewhat of a 3rd and long.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve, because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
In the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down.
Egbuka, I think it's the name. Ohio State receiver, rookie.
Rushes to start the game, Charles. They go to the air there and get a nice completion. Nice mix.
You'll see those catches are like possible now, like kind of those box out catches, whereas before it'd be a drop. So it's frustrating when it happens to you, but I mean it's nice when you get those happening your way, right?
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun.
That guy just keeps whiffing the boots.
He'll take this down to the 33. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Stops short of the 25. That second effort got him a couple extra. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 7.
I love that momentum's hidden. Like I can feel it, but you don't see it, which is nice. But man, they're just moving the ball on us.
Again, it's Kamara.
There we go.
And nothing doing. He's immediately
Good
taken
contain.
down the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what'll be a 3rd and 4. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Man, we're just not getting any pressure, even when we bring a blitz. Well, I guess that wasn't a blitz. 4 guys in, but 4-man rush, no pressure. Not great.
Regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now Thomas will come in motion right. And they'll go on the ground.
Oh, that's huge.
And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Huge. You'll see fumbles, right? That's one of the gameplay updates. And we needed that.
Go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive.
And what's cool about the fumbles is that, like, it keeps scores reasonable. And again, it's not forced. You don't see every time you get in the red zone you fumble.
Did you just credit the defense?
But like, you get scores that stay in the 20s.
And the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
So here are the Panthers.
What's up, Carlos? What's up, Jay? I'll get your guys' questions here. I promise.
And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs.
Let's get Chuba Hubbard his first carry of the season here, back from injury.
Right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he'll take this ahead
Take
for
that.
about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big
Any of
time
those
play?
plays.
Second down and 6 now.
Under cover 3, it looks like.
A give running right, it's Hubbard. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 4.
Looks like a blitz coming from the left. I can't put him in motion.
And they just get the play off. Now Young.
Oh, I threw it to the wrong guy. Should have gone to X. Felt rushed.
Not the way you want to start. First pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
We've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that
Probably
off.
should have taken the time out there. I was hoping to move the running back over to help with the blitz.
Now Callaway on the return.
And I had a lot more time.
48-yard
Or at least a little bit more
7
time.
on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints.
AJ, so it's not the sliders. The sliders are actually default all Madden, but the gameplay mod has made like massive changes to the game under the hood. Massive.
I would agree with that totally because all division games.
And so it's kind
have
of
a
built
little extra
on,
to
you know,
them.
default.
But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season,
Default sliders, so to speak. But really, the sliders are almost irrelevant. They've turned off progression, so you use progression like the old-fashioned way, like in the off-season, is when players progress. So in other words, you're not gaining those weird like 1-point upgrades every week and that kind of thing. So
here on second.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Looking to throw it, Minshew.
oh man, everybody's open in that play.
Field is Johnson.
Can't just go 3 and out, man. Got to give our defense a breather here.
Very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Wow, easy touchdown. Unreal. Man, that's tough.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the
Carlos, that's a great idea. Yeah, but that'd be great, man. If San Diego Studios put MLB The Show on PC, it'd play really well. That'd be really cool. I was thinking about that too this week. Like, man, because I haven't, since I've built this PC, like I haven't even touched my PS5. All right, guys, keep playing with fire. Got burned there. They're just moving the ball easy on us today.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a
So here we go, right? It's like run, pass the first drive. I'm not a huge fan of that. But that's kind of our game plan. That's what we should be trying to do here. We don't want Bryce Young going out having to win us games, but start getting behind.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that
right into dudes. And then on top of it, like, we don't have a good run. It's not like we have this dominant run game. Yeah, we'll call that tight end screen and see if we can catch him in a zone blitz or something.
This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This looks like man-to-man coverage, right? Take a timeout. Oh, I didn't get the timeout. Dang it. All right. Well, there's a penalty. I didn't get the timeout because it's a different button on the PS controller when you're playing on PC. It's kind of ridiculous. We'll come out in the same tight end screen. We got time now to send a guy in motion. Let's see if we get a read on their coverage at all. Not really.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Darnell Mooney the target there. But now it's 3rd down. And you look at the Saints defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Just doing nothing with the ball right now.
Because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Yeah, absolutely nothing open. No time. Whew, holy cow. So let's see if I missed that. I mean, the primary read here for me was Thielen. That got crowded quick. And so by the time I look to my right, and even before seeing the receivers, I see this guy on top of me. Because our 82 overall right tackle somehow cannot block at all a 79 overall defensive end. And so, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, we had 13, it was going to be open. If I had the time, like that single coverage on a safety, and that's probably open. Of course, Hubbard's coming out underneath. I'm not sure if that would have got a first down. Yeah, so I mean, 13's the play, but like there's no time. Like by the time Thielen here, I see him like, oh yeah, he's covered. I better look. And like 13's route hasn't even developed yet, and it's just game over. Yeah, got to punt. Got to play defense. Man, we're gonna need to draft offense. The mock draft's right about that.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession.
We need like 3 top 5 picks for this team, unfortunately.
Take over 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Throwing middle, and it's complete. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Defense is bailing us out. Our offense has been bad. I mean, it is bad. I'm not super surprised. Yeah, Carlos, same thing, man. Built the PC. It's fun.
What they were trying to tell us is they
Building the PC was fun. I mean, gosh. Definitely got some help from YouTube on that. But I almost wonder, like, would a video on, like, hey, I'm not a computer, I'm not a hardware professional, but I did this. First try, and I didn't blow up my house. It turned on first try. The funny story is, like, so the new tower I have, there's a power button, of course, but I totally forgot that there's, like, a switch in the back, right? And so I was, like, hitting the power, I'm like, I had it all installed. I felt like Clark Griswold with his Christmas lights. And I was like, this isn't working. I'm like, oh, well, it's not working because there's no, I didn't do the switch in the back. And then it turned on, so it's pretty pumped. I mean, there's just nothing. There's nothing on offense here. And I guess I should have thrown out on a blitz. It just looks like they had a ton of traffic out there. Let's spread them out, see if we can get some decent reads here. So this is the game plan, right? It's like we're getting out of it. We got 2-1 on the side, on the left-hand side there. And of course the quarter ends. I finally have a mismatch. Can try to take advantage of. Hey, thanks, Jay. I don't, you know, yeah, I love the realistic stuff. I mean, I grew up on that stuff. And, don't always get a chance to post a ton of videos, but I try. And we still got the 2-1. So this is probably a cover 4. So square is going to be wide open. If not, we'll look for R or O underneath here.
Young now.
That is just a terrible throw. Like, Bryce, what is that throw, dude? Man, this is rough. This is rough. That was cover 3, so good disguise.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Young to throw it.
Wide
Looking
open.
deep here for Mooney.
Oh my God, Bryce Young. Bryce. I mean, you can't. That's a touchdown. Like. I mean, what am I supposed to do, guys? Get a better punter? I mean, I don't know. The line did pretty good there. There was no pressure. I mean, that's just... Not even the safety saw that. Like, that's 6 points all day. But, hey, I mean, tell me, is that realistic? You think that happens in the NFL? Like, hell yeah, it happens all the time. So, once again, we need our defense. 0 for 4 now. So much. I jinxed Bryce Young with his, like, yeah, he's 71% on the season or whatever it was.
So here are the Saints to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now.
I do not like playing a 4-3 because it puts Brian Burns as an outside linebacker. And yeah, that's just not his thing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground.
Good adjustments, good adjustment. Shifted the line and had them slant to that side, so that worked out.
2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to
4 quarters here.
and stop that one at the line of scrimmage.
Kind of cheat on the run a little bit because I got a corner helping me out, but got to get back.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
Yeah, there we go. See, that helps. Cover 3 is a good run defense if you kind of like know how to play the safeties with it right. You do have a little bit of help with your corners playing back there.
Bring in extra tight ends. You're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner.
All right, try to stay true to the coach. What does he want? Let's go, man. Let's go, man.
When you don't, that's the result you end up with.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Oh, gosh. We're just getting no pressure. Like, where's Burns, man? Where's Brown?
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. At that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Flushed out right.
Unreal.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there.
You can't blame the defense. Like, they've got to be just. I mean, look how half my defense is dead tired.
But that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route.
Try to give him some help. Bring a blitz here.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A 10th carry for Kamara.
Man, just falling forward for 5 yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time.
All right, we'll go 4-3 as long as
hard to move those 300+
get
pounders
burn
in the line of
splits in there.
scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now Minshew.
Dropped.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
There we go. Finally, Burns. Defense is keeping us in this game.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
Our offense is keeping us out of the game.
Extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right?
MW asks, are the mods easy to install? Yeah, I mentioned on the video I did earlier this week, kind of just going over the nuts. Oh, wow. Okay, good. Just like the nuts and bolts. Again, I don't want to call it a tutorial. It was just kind of an overview. And I mentioned it's a lot easier than revamped. At least I thought. So if you've done revamped for NCAA 14, this is way easier. Yeah, let's give Isaiah Davis, the rookie, his first carry. And then they'll probably show us our draft class for the 10 millionth time. But at least you can see it for those who are curious. Man, there's a crowd in the box now. Can we get like an out route or something here? Oh, I gotta go. There we go. Oh, look at that block. Look at that block by 70. It's just like little things you just feel in the gameplay. That block was freaking awesome. Watch this block, and I tried to wait for it. So again, just opening no holes. Demario Davis luckily overruns the player, else we'd be dead for our typical 2-yard gain. And so here I see 70. I'm like, all right, man. Like, I'm trying to slow down to give him a shot, and he just mauls the dude like a hockey check here. Just throws his shoulder into Tyrann Mathieu and just lays him out. Woo. There we go. That was fun.
Yes, but that was a well-executed run.
Anytime we get these RPOs with Bryce Young, I'm going to at least give it a look here.
Coming out, he's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best.
Oh, no. That's the first game I think I've seen 2 fumbles in.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra
period. That's so bad, man. He's actually played really well for us this year. Mooney coming over from the Bears. So what did I say? Our defense keeping us in the games, and our offense is keeping us out of games. This sucks. Ah, this sucks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Meanwhile, they just move the ball with ease.
7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 2nd down, Kamara, and he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the 1st down on that one?
Minshew, 1st and 10.
Dude, come on, make a play, man.
This is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Minshew sets to throw.
Yep, saw that. Trying to get down there.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. So that's
No, our offense sucks.
first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one hit.
Oh, gameplay mods, really awesome. The Start Today mod, which is what I started with when I did this. It starts with the end of the 2023 season. Like, all the stats are accurate, rosters are accurate. So I simulated the playoffs, went through the draft, had the real life draft class. That mod's awesome. I mean, those are like, if you have to have those mods. Like, you're not doing Madden modding without gameplay and without either the franchise mod or the Start Today, which is the franchise mod, just like updated, like with the calendar, right? So yeah, I mean, those for sure. I like the clean screen stuff. Like, a lot of the mods I like, just stuff you don't see. Like, you don't see all the XP and drive goals and all that garbage. There's a mod that hides all that. Love it. The kick meter is really hard. Maybe one day I'll actually get close enough to kick and you know, maybe score some points. You can see the kicking is really hard. Yeah, Jay, there's some nice pieces to build. I'm not a huge rebuild guy. Like, I've always said, like, rebuilds I don't think are that difficult because you know what direction you need to go. I kind of like the middle of the road teams where it's like, oh man, we were like 7 and 8, 8 and 7. Where do we go from here? Like, I kind of like that.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's
Face mask, all right. Moving the ball a little bit here. I feel like I'm like a Mac school playing like SEC or something right now.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot.
I'm going to call this shock option, but we'll see what we got here. They're definitely playing back.
Face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now Young.
Bad throw. Gosh dang it. That was a terrible read. I'm playing terrible. I'm so bad when I stream. Alright, I do want to look at that replay. That's super bad. That's so bad, guys. I'm sorry. That just makes it not fun. So let me see here. I mean, what the heck? I just misread this. Like, I saw zone coverage dropping back, which it was. So it wasn't a misread. It's just that cornerback just, I thought for sure like he was going to just stay back. There's like really nobody open on that play. Maybe 13. That was just a nice play. I mean, oh, Bryce. We just don't have the space for that. Or I should say, we don't have like that margin for error. Oh my goodness. As I was saying, it's like we're playing like a Mac school here. Yeah, Jay, I'm like cautiously excited for NCAA. I'm expecting it. I'm totally not trying to sound like a doom and gloom, but like I'm expecting it to just be underwhelming. I mean, it's the first time they've had that game out in how long? And like I'm worried it's gonna be like when a new console comes out and like that first year of the sport games, they're so bad. Bryce, you gotta wake up. Let's go.
Now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
This is bad. Like this is not. They have not played this bad.
This is an important possession.
The coach keeps wanting to call the same plays, and I try to stay true to that. Maybe that'd be better if I didn't do that.
And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Young.
Yeah, okay, another 2-yard loss. I mean, literally, we've run 2 plays. They've both lost 2 yards. I guess we'll run halfback screen and punt the ball. Like, what the heck? This is so bad. I mean, part of it's just momentum, I guess, right? Now, where's the running back going? Why is... I don't even know why the line's going that way, but... Guys, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do there.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Bryce. I mean, like, I'm trying to bring you back, man. And I've made some mistakes. Like, I'll own it. But, like, Bryce. Gotta help me out. Oh, man. This is
This
brutal.
drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills. In
That was only a 2-yard gain. All right, I'll take it.
They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark.
Panthers are bad. They won 2 games in real life, so I mean that's not like I expected them to be a playoff team or anything. But dang,
from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Not our defense's fault.
Here's Minshew.
Actually playing pretty well.
Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy
We have
one to
2
hold
turnovers on
on to.
offense.
That might be the
Both teams have fumbled.
stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line.
All right, let's try to, I don't know, salvage something here, I guess.
In the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And they'll run on first down.
I was hoping we could surprise them with something.
Only up to about the 35.
All right.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Just trying to see what they're sitting in here. Probably cover 2 man, it looks like. So Thielen or the running back could be good. They're in the zone. And looks like no time. Saints take a timeout because they have zero respect for us, understandably. Oh, that was man. Huh. That's weird. They're like, it looked like those guys dropped back straight. Like in. So yeah, I was watching 24, and I guess I was expecting him to turn like that right away, and he didn't. But again, I mean, your right guard just it doesn't matter. Like, it didn't matter who there was no time to throw to anyone on that play. So completely moot.
Barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
They're in a couple cover 2, maybe squares open.
To throw, Young.
Yeah. I tried to lob it up. There's a lot of traffic around there.
The passing game not in sync here early.
And it's cover 3. Just another terrible read by me. Should have gone to the outside on that. I'm just misreading it. That's part of it. Like, I'm still getting used to the gameplay mod. Like, they just formations and stuff, everything's just different. So it's serious. Like, it takes a lot. Yeah, 11 back shoulder is open. That's obviously hard to see unless you're zoomed out. And I trust Bryce Young's arm way too much, because like to me, I'm like, okay, there's space. Like, I'm just throwing out towards the logo. I mean, I guess that's safety in the middle. That's still not a good throw though. Yeah, like that's not. Yeah, I mean the right throw is 11 back shoulder. Bad.
Anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running.
Yeah, that's bad.
0 on the scoreboard is glaring.
I'm embarrassed about this. This is like terrible right now.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside.
Oh, well, it's still fun.
Fair catch is made right at about the 19.
Good to show you guys some of the gameplay at least.
Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Olave holds it in. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Brutal.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Minshew's throw complete there to Johnson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Man, I mean, just moving it with ease.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Wow.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints.
Holy cow. I mean, momentum, getting behind the momentum when you're a bad team with this sort of gameplay, it is real, guys. Oof.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one.
That's my own fault. Dug the hole. I'm trying to dig out.
They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so.
Oh man,
that makes their comeback
that's bad.
That much more difficult.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it is 28-0. So not much time to speak of.
At least it'll make the draft videos interesting.
The kicks away.
Guess we'll give it a shot here.
Gosh. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch.
What is the penalty? It was like immediate.
But he can always
Encroachment?
the
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, so you're going to see it's offsides, encroachment, like stuff you'd never see.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy.
I knew that was a free play. I would have chucked that up.
And keep it moving.
Looking to throw, Young. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Final play of the half, Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40.
Hey, we get the ball at the half. Oh my gosh. I'm going to retitle this video, How Not to Play Offense on Madden with the PC mods.
As we send you on over to Orlando for
nobody cares about the
Jonathan
halftime show.
O'Reilly.
They have not
Let's get
modded that,
back to
unfortunately.
week 3. Here we go with quarter 3.
We're going to go up and throw it short. I'm not liking that game plan, coach. We're going to defend inside run, because, I mean, they're going to be running a lot.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles
Coach called
Davis,
for, I think, medium
Brandon Gaudin.
game plan. I don't think that was a good call, coach. Owner has came down in the locker room and said, listen, I know what's wrong. We got to change the game plan. That's it, guys. Listen, throw it short. You can thank me later.
As they begin the second half, they have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each
It's
other,
just such a bad throw. Like,
never, right?
that is not at all. Like, I'm trying to lead him up.
That's how you have to think. You can
Oh, that's just so bad.
and win a ball game. Let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead.
And here we, you know, turn into a just pass the ball all day long game.
Being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
I'm just, what am I doing? Like, I am just not into this at all.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind.
Just misreading everything right now.
To their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he is going to
Is that our first down or third down conversion, I think?
Third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Minute off the clock.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. That ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass
Another
rusher,
misread.
you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Young on third down.
No, like what on earth?
And this almost intercepted.
So that, I don't know what just happened there. Like, that was like the receiver just took forever to run his route, because it was an in route. He has great leverage right here. So I'm just like, yeah, dude, just cut it in. Like, cut it in. That's easy. 13. He does this like crazy stop and then cut. Like, I mean, that's just brutal. Like, he kind of threw it to where I wanted. I don't know if I would have had time to maybe X receiver on the right there, or just say the Y receiver, Z receiver. But yeah, yikes. Thielen underneath was going to be open. That looked easy. That looked easy as can be.
That'll bring up 4th down.
Man,
there's the Panthers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
I guess he's been a bright spot. He's been busy.
And this one will wind up being down just
Even our punts
outside
aren't
of that
working out.
20-yard
Like it
line.
hopped
Now
like
the
10
attention
yards
turns
forward.
to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second
Oh
half.
man, just
And
bad.
it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position
Yeah,
they're in.
they can just do whatever they want.
Obvious thing people would say
It
is
totally
just keep
feels like a
attacking,
college
but
football
you
game right
also
now.
Be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Ball start. Offense.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation.
Blitz
Got
here.
out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good
Our
work
defense
by
has
this
not
defense to hold
played
things
that
in check
bad.
and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team.
I mean, they have like
this one away.
3 or 4 times as many touchdowns as we have first downs. That's crazy.
Personal foul.
Like, that's pretty bad in most books.
Defense.
Yeah, we're gonna
So
accept that.
that's a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire
96
game.
yards. All right,
I think it's
guys,
been
good
led
job.
by what you just talked about. That defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Young will set to throw. That's complete to Mooney.
Get up there and just run it.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Ooh, 60. Just some blocks today, man. Hey, a first down. Should celebrate those like touchdowns in this game. That's 2 first downs. Or 2 third down conversions at least. That's what I want to celebrate. That's huge.
Because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say
See, even that throw, like Bryce, he's just not. Like, he threw that way behind him. Oh man.
The Panthers have the first.
It's just really hard to play. Like when I'm not playing well and Bryce Young's not playing well. That's kind of hard.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run
like
the numbers. He's
blitz
under 40
here.
yards a carry at the moment.
It's not.
2nd down, Young. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
We just can't get anything going here. I'm going to hit him with a play action and see if we can catch him sleeping here.
Off the play fake, Young. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
There we go.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Darnell Mooney, his second touchdown on the season.
All right, kicking's hard, guys.
And
Oh, come on. You're going to review this? Please.
Touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
We need a break. Please.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet.
Hey, it stands. Oh, my gosh. All right, calm down, Mike. You got to make this extra point, which are hard as hell.
To see if it all comes together.
So they called it a
I think I made it. Oh, it's a miracle. We made it.
So they had it right.
Riley Patterson has like super high accuracy too. That's why his bar is so wide. But dang. All right, well, I would say it's something to build on, but like we're gonna be 0-3. I mean, what are we talking about? Kick team's probably like not even sure. They're probably in the showers already. They weren't expecting to be out here. Oh boy.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At least we made it look like a football game. Like 28-7, that's the score.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Kamara.
There's Derek Brown, finally.
He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
First play all game.
Officially, it's a
big one,
one-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is
corner
fired
blitz.
up.
Why not?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara.
Play call. Breaks 50 tackles.
Only a couple here up to the
Hurts
25.
one of our best players.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Bringing pressure again. I mean, it worked last time. It's a little predictable, but
they get ready for 3rd down.
Man, we got a lot of action out here.
Minshew.
Oh, I almost got a user pick. Dang, I had a lot of guys to cover on that play. Oh, man.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far.
We still aren't getting home, though, even with pressure. I mean, luckily, Minshew kind of shits the bed a little bit, but sorry for the language. I always say that just because I know some people watch that. I know people don't care, but like people do watch streams with the kids on their laps and stuff like that. I try to be cognizant and respectful of that.
Last drive also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to?
Oh my goodness! I mean, just. Am I taking too long? Like they're not even blitzing. Our right tackle. Oh, okay. So that should have. No, I shouldn't. I mean, there's no blitz. Why are we double teaming? And letting their end. I mean.
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's crazy. I don't understand that.
Certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. It's Young off play action.
Oh man, it took so long to develop.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble. Just
nothing. Everybody was getting clogged up on that.
That'll make it 3rd and 13.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they just get the play off. Now Young.
Yeah, good D. Bad throw. Stupid read. I just stared him down.
Looks like another empty possession off.
Yeah, I'm just looking for my own good here because I didn't even look at anywhere else. Yeah, I guess he had that tight, but I don't know. I mean, that tight end's not going to be open in Madden. These two guys are going to hit him. Guess I could have run. Yeah, I mean, that's just not a smart throw, especially in Madden. Stupid.
We can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They begin on the ground with Kamara.
Holy cow, guys.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 67 yards rushing
Absolutely
for him now
just
on 17
annihilated
carries.
today.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Good thing I audibled last second. I wanted Burns rushing in there.
As he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On second down, Evans looking for space. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him.
They played really well today, for the most part.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the
Derek Brown, get that ball, boy. Yeah. All right, big man. Nice play.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone
It's like
did.
so long to throw that ball. But it's, I mean, I shouldn't be throwing that stuff with Bryce Young. Like, he just doesn't have, he has 87 arm strength.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can stick with Bryce Young. Like, certainly not playing perfect, but man, it is just hard.
On second down, Young again. And his throw's going to be
Feeling can't crocodile arm. Oh man.
They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here and just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Young. And this will be caught by Mooney. And this defense rallies and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24.
This is definitely a go for it moment here.
And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Duvernay in motion. 4th down, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, it would appear. And yes, the chain gang going to move the sticks. They take a risk on 4th and 4, but they get it by a full yard.
We're actually running the ball okay. We just, again, they have us completely out of our game plan.
Their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Oh, no.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here is Young.
Nice throw, Bryce.
For a Panther touchdown. Devin Duvernay. 27 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over.
Oh, my God.
Locked the door on them. Instead,
Yeah, there's the extra point that's super hard.
And they've got a puncher's chance.
Perhaps unrealistically so. It's baked into the gameplay. I still need to practice it a lot.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
That's my 3rd extra point miss on the season in 3 games. What makes it even worse is we don't score a lot, as you've seen.
Comes New Orleans.
Man, she's
now
frustrating.
all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just
Do we
saw
though?
them
I mean,
come down
really?
and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed
Guys,
a point this half. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Camara. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
I mean, the only reason we're even getting chances is the Saints are just laying down, right?
Converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll pound it up the middle with Camara. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
But whatever,
Here's
take it.
Matt Hawk now.
That's their decision.
So far. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. It's Young on first down. Flush to his right, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15.
Looking to do that per se.
To throw on second down is Young. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll go as a
Just
gain
staring down
of 4,
receivers right
and
now.
that's going to lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Young to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the sideline he goes. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ooh, big mismatch out here. Either X or O. You can just stay in the block.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
Ah, wrong guy.
His pass caught with the full.
He like bit in, so I thought the outside was gonna be wide open. So we have to get better at this, right? This is the I mentioned against the Bears. We did not score from here. It was just stupid. Not liking this look. There we go. I didn't like that look either, but I didn't want to burn a timeout.
So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Okay.
Now you and I have seen
Extra
coaches
points are
get
hard.
overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it
Missed
here
it again.
and get back within a score.
And it's no good.
So yeah, that's if I like that field goals are hard. It's funny, I actually find field goals easier. But like this is absurd. Like obviously a kicker would be cut immediately if they missed now 4 extra points in 3 games, like and a field goal. It's my fault, to be clear. I'm the one pushing the button. I just find it really, really difficult. Just adds to the challenge. Instead of down 7, we're down 9. I really should just go for 2. It's, from a probability standpoint, way better play, no question.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Saints? Oh, I was just about to say, they're floating here. I love that encroachment. Even though maybe it looks silly, like did anything really happen there? I just love that it's in there. I think it's fun.
Unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Following the penalty, it's Camaro. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 94 yards rushing for him now. His team has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to.
Derek Brown.
It doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock?
I don't start burning the timeouts just yet, but can't wait too much longer.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball.
I went for the strip.
And to stop them on defense.
Wow, this is just frustrating.
The first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Camara up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning.
Oh, wow, I got totally, like, clipped into that guy.
And down inside the 15.
Wat's going to run, huh?
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. No doubt
we have no business winning this game. So
this is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier.
The extra points are just making me laugh.
They love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Well, guys, that was not a pretty game. It still demoed, I guess, how challenging the gameplay is. It takes some adjusting. I played terrible. I always play terrible streaming, it seems like. Better second half, I guess.
To pick up the first.
I do love the penalties, though. I love it.
Who is this against?
Yeah, this team is They're tough. Of course, with a coach with like zero, coach traits or whatever they're called. I mean,
that's just a free gift to the offense.
It's legit. It's legit a challenge.
So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go.
Well, guys, I appreciate you checking out the stream. Give the video a like. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment. Happy to check those comments out later. It's always fun.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And not willing to risk another fumble.
It is important, I guess, to have a 16-point lead.
So now
I guess.
Young and the Panthers down by 16. A little over 50 seconds remaining.
Play terrible.
They're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Young. There's Trumbo, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Decent start there to the drive.
See if we can hit Duvernay in this long, developing route.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
Looks like they do have man. He's on him, though. Oh, yeah, that's actually not a bad matchup. If we get the time, as long as the safety leaves him alone, he might actually have Mooney open, too. So let's keep these guys in the block.
Young to throw.
Triangle for sure.
He's going to let it fly.
And can't hit him.
And incomplete on the
Oh, poor Bryce.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Young.
Good D. Oh, wow. Got it. Oh, my goodness. That was crazy. Spike that ball.
This is 1st and 10.
That was wild. I had the man coverage I wanted. I thought it was going to be that linebacker, and I just threw it right to a safety. Or actually, it might have been a corner.
Once more from the 11, 2nd and 10. Now Young.
Oh, Mingo was wide open. What a nice play. Oh, I thought that was an easy touchdown. Saw the cover 2. They didn't show it in the beginning.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. It'll be Young again.
Terrible decision. Yep. That was stupid. I hope I get a time to see that replay. That was so stupid. Can I see that replay still? That was so bad. I don't know if I can see the replay on that last play or not. Let's see. Oh, I think it just booted us completely out of the game. What the heck? Oh, yeah, okay. I thought it didn't count the game. That was crazy. Anyway, I don't know. I'll have to watch it on the stream. That was just stupid. But thanks, guys. I hope I didn't waste too much of your Saturday. Let's see the next game in one of the... Oh, yeah, Eric, that's a good idea. So here, let me give this a save here before I forget. Man, what a bummer. Also, this is where, and I can actually show you guys another thing that you do here. So like, as we advance. Real quick, I want to look at the box score, and then Eric, that's actually not a bad idea. Oh my God, look how bad that score got. Oh man, I mean, just super bad. I mean, we had a much better second half. Oh my gosh, the extra points are just wild. I mean, it's still a better game than Bryce Young had over the course of his rookie season, I guess, kinda. Ugh, man. It's like so much just garbage. I guess they are garbage yards, not complete garbage, but oh gosh. Meanwhile, Gardner Minshew just lights out, super efficient. Craziness. This was the real story though. Kamara couldn't do anything. We couldn't really run the ball. Zay Davis though, starting to get some attention. That's it right there. I mean, that's where the problem started for me. Is like, it's just really, really tough. 6 catches for Tremble, including that like miraculous catch up the sideline. Hubbard, same thing, had a real nice play. Both of those man coverage plays, just kind of wheel routes. Mooney quietly 80 yards, a touchdown. I'm so angry at how I played that game. Brian Burns, 2 sacks finally showing up. Foskey, like the sacks we had, I mean, they were just game changing, right? Like I had no chance on some of those. Debo 2 picks. Oh my gosh. How many times did I throw into coverage? Twice, but you can see over the middle pattern. They actually threw in the coverage more often. Surprising. So bad. Anyway, so I want to show you guys one more thing that we do with the mod. So let's see, I'm just pausing here to make sure. So I've saved. We're going to advance the week. Yeah, I think we do that. And then I do a couple things here. So I do some things that not everyone does. So I will look around and I want to see if there's any new quarterback injuries with the emphasis on new. And so obviously you guys don't know this, but I kind of know the ones that were in the league already. And so I'm just looking to see if there's been any new. That was one I generated. I'll explain how. So Stafford was out for 3 weeks. Let's see. So that's not new. Geno Smith is not new. Complete PCL tear in the preseason, I believe. A lot of injuries, but again, realistic. Justin Jefferson, by the way, right? Look at these. Illness, personal reasons. You're going to see concussions, suspensions. And they're just renamed injuries, but still, I don't know. I think it's awesome. Oops, do we have a quarterback? No. So far, no new quarterback injuries. The reason I'm looking for this is I have an app that I built, and oh no, yeah, both of those are old. And I will run it, but I'm realizing that there are some injuries here as you simulate. There's still not as many, and none of these are new, by the way, that I'm seeing so far. But if there's not a new one for the week, I will go and I will use my little app, and I'll show you guys it. It's kind of cool. You may have already seen it. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have any new quarterback injuries this week. Okay, yeah. So here's what I do. So it's really important first, and we're on the PC here, so you can do all this kind of much easier. We have now, so save this again. And I keep a file for like my even number weeks and my odd number weeks here. And so we're going to quit. Really, really important you quit. I don't know if you need to do this, but I always just back all the way out of the, okay, yeah, and it did anyway. So like the franchise load. So now what I can do on my keyboard, I can go to Alt-Tab, and then inside my little like Madden mod folder here, there is another one. Come on, keyboard, play along here. It's being stupid. This, my franchise, and so it's probably small on your screen. It's very small on mine because I'm on my TV. So I have to like literally old person like stand up almost next to my TV to see it. But this is actually a really cool mod. There's no max on my screen. You can expand it through Windows, but it kind of gets all jumbled up. I've just found it's easier. Anyway, there's tons of stuff to look at, but in here there's this tool section. So again, if you've used like Revamp, it's really, really similar to that. And what you want to do very, very first thing, at least, and here's a schedule. It tells you when to use each tool. I can just cut to the chase and say, here we just want to do the injured reserve fix. And what this does, this will remove injuries for those guys who, for the CPU teams who have they're on the IR, but they have 0 weeks left and they just sit there for all eternity. This will remove them. So again, one of the many little tools here that you can use. Week 6, as we get closer to the trade deadline, you'll adjust the trade block. It'll take unhappy players. It'll take players that are blocked. Someone like a Justin Fields, for instance, right? Put him on the block. He was already on the block. They took him off because in mine, Caleb Williams got hurt in the preseason, and so Justin Fields was needed, and he was playing at the start of the season. So the other thing that I do is I actually go and I go in here and we go to Sim Sports Game. Ooh, where are we going here? simsportsgaming.com. And then what you're going to do here is under Tools, you can go to Madden Injury. And so this is a little mod that I made. And there's instructions here. I'm not going to read them to you, but basically it's like a dice rolling thing. And so I'm going to spin this, and it's going to potentially generate injuries. So
oh no, there's a man down.
We'll throw back there to Madden 93 or 2, whatever that was. And so you can see here, it's generated an injury for the Buffalo Bills quarterback. And so what I do is whatever quarterback threw the most passes, that's probably Josh Allen. And then what it is the injury 0 to 99. What that means is any quarterback. Sometimes it'd be 0 to 80. So if your quarterback had an injury rating of 84, you would just disregard it and say, well, no, he's healthy enough. He didn't get hurt on that. He's okay. This is an injury to all it doesn't matter what the injury rating is. He's going to be hurt for 3 weeks. And you can see, you can just kind of toggle there. So then what I do is I'm going to go in here. I'm going to, I guess, go to teams or just click on Bills up here. And then I'm going to click on Josh Allen. He's their only quarterback who's thrown passes. Let's see. Where do I have to go here? Roster. Quarterbacks. Again, it's hard to read from my couch here. So Josh Allen. And you can do all kinds of stuff here, but I can edit. I'm going to go into Edit Player. And we're going to go to Injuries. And we're going to make him injured. He's not on injury reserve. Injury type. I mean, we'll get to that in a second. It doesn't really matter what you put. We're going to do 3 weeks, and then, I don't know, I usually just kind of randomly, so what would look like what is that? Neck pinched nerve, sure. 3-week injury, we're going to save that. And so now we're good. So we've done the injury, what's it called? The IR fix. We can close out of this completely. We can now go in and basically just jump back into Madden. That's all I got to do. And then just reload up that franchise. And I didn't pay attention. I was just looking for QB injuries, but you may have seen players, and maybe not, honestly, because I've been doing this each week, but you may have seen players that had 0 weeks left on the injury report. And so those won't be there anymore. What will be there is what we just edited, which is an actual QB injury to Josh Allen. He has a 3-week injury, pinched nerve. They're going to have to go to a backup. They got some injuries for sure. So again, it just kind of adds some fun flavor, just kind of some, some different things. The Fox presentation thing, it's not, I was excited about it too. It's not what you think. It's kind of like just little splash screens in between. We can load it up and just jump into the next game here. Let me just save this because I don't want to save it. So we have to reload the game. So let's do this. Let's minimize. We're going to close out of Madden. And then in here, it's really important that you close this completely. So I got to load it in here because I don't have it in here anymore. Do I even have it at all? I may have completely removed it, but I can tell you guys what it is. It's not like the Fox music starts playing. That's what I was thinking. I thought it'd be really, really, have a little bit more detail. It's still really well done, but to me, it got way over repetitive. After every single play, it would or every replay would flash up the Fox logo and then it would go away. And I don't know. I didn't try out the other ones. There's CBS and there's probably ESPN or Monday Night Football or something like that too. But yeah, I uninstalled it and I've deleted it. So I take that back. I might have it in a folder. So let's see. And by the way, you can get a little tutorial. Here's how you would add these in. So I have everything in here. Let's see. There it is, Fox. So yeah, it's still there. So let's just load it in. And then we've now loaded it into what's called Frosty Mod Manager. We're going to apply that mod. And I think it just needs to be in front of, yeah, probably like that. Actually, I don't think it even needs to be that high. We can just put it right there. This priority does matter. It's like highest priority is at the bottom. So let's launch the game. Let's see what this does. I got to make sure that we've activated the mods. And now this should fire up again. So there's a very quick 30-second tutorial on how to use Frosty. Super easy. Along with, what's it called? Mod Manager. Half the battle is just like learning all the terms. Like there's Madden Franchise Tool, there's Madden Mod Manager, and like it's just getting kind of used to that terminology. And then like in the Discord there's a lot of you know, they're going to do a lot of different things with acronyms and things like that too. So, but they're super friendly. Like I remember. I haven't been in the revamped one in a long time, and again, super helpful in there too. Amazing mods, an amazing community for tools and things like that if you're into that. But I didn't find the community very friendly to people. I always feel like I was okay. I was able to kind of navigate around it. Like I know my way around a computer okay. But I always felt really bad for people coming in like asking questions because like they would just get smoked. They would just get ripped apart, and I was like, dang man, like they're just trying to learn this. Like. And so that's actually where on simsportsgaming.com, by the way, there is a website, a little page I put together that has like tutorials for all of that. And like, here's where you go. You don't have to ask anybody. They're just going to yell at you. You can go in there. There's links to it. And it, you know, I updated it for the start of the season. So obviously there's probably some new mods and stuff like that since the college football season started. But nonetheless, you get the idea. So, all right, so let's load this up. We are not going to... play. I mean, we're gonna play, but I'm not gonna like take this seriously. We're just gonna jump in. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't matter. And we can see the Fox presentation. Again, it's not super exciting. I just took it out because I was like, I don't know. It got way repetitive for me. Maybe just for my own sanity, I'll try to go score on a drive or something with no pressure. Now that I'm warmed up. I don't know if you guys feel that. Like sometimes I feel like I have to like warm up with Madden or whatever, especially if I'm streaming, because like, you know, you get excited. It's like, ooh, I want to show off. Like, yeah, I was reading about this, you know, how to beat this coverage, and I was doing this. Like, oh, I can't wait to do it on stream. And like, you just start to I don't know, get in your own head with it all or something. So anyway, this is loading up. I don't know why it's taking so long. Yeah, this is strange. I'm not sure. Not sure why. It's got to be related to the mod. I wonder if I just have it like in the wrong order. And they're not that picky, but they might just not be talking to each other. Let's try it one more time. It won't take long. So let's do this. Let's reactivate that. Close this. And then let's go in. Let's just move this. I mean, it shouldn't matter. It's not going to interfere with any of this other stuff. Yeah, that's really weird. Anyway, try it again. Diamond Nation, by the way. I just saw the guy's name. That's the guy who did the Bryce Young intro. I was talking about the very beginning of the video. Give him a shout out. Really, really well done. Looks super cool. Yeah, Madden Modding Community, super nice, super friendly. I have asked some super annoying questions, probably ignorant questions, things that are asked all the time. I've had trouble like using their search sometimes, and it's like, I know this question has been asked probably 100 times this morning, but blank, blank, blank. And so they've been pretty cool about it.
Madden Modding Community. Now it's in the game.
All right, try one more time. And then I have to go clean up from flooding here in San Diego. Had some flooding down our driveway. Nothing crazy. I did a lot of it already, but It's beautiful out today. I don't want to upset people if I tell them what the weather's like today here, but it's a high of 78 today. And we're inside playing Madden. What's up, everybody? Do this, and then again, all the focus players are locked. I think that's super cool. You can just rip through the training. It will generate injuries. Almost every training, I've had some kind of injury. So there we go. It's kind of just a depth receiver, high ankle sprain. But guys, that's realistic. This happens. You have to understand, or at least be acceptable, that like our third round pick there hasn't really touched the field. So we got a couple injuries, but nothing too crazy. And again, we're not saving this, so it doesn't matter. But let's see if this works. But like you have to be comfortable with the difference between Madden and what the heck do I need now? More corners? What did it say? You have to be comfortable between Madden injuries and real life injuries. Okay, so we have to just throw a stupid corner onto the roster really quick. Just like a real life NFL GM, guys. I gotta scramble and assemble this roster again. Let's see. Sure, join the team here, buddy. Christian, welcome aboard. I'm gonna have to move someone else over. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but at least one of these guys is hurt, right? No, I guess not. Alright, so Jalen Coker, this is temporary anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm not saving this, we're just trying to get into a stupid game. Just show y'all the Fox presentation. If it locks up, guys, that's going to be it. We're going to try one more time here. There we go. Let's see, I've never seen it do that. So let's see. You'll see some Fox stuff here right in the beginning, I think. There you go, Fox NFL. Our defense did play. There you go. So there's that Fox NFL. It's going to do that a billion times. So you can see there on the top, you know, it's got the score bug and stuff. It's cool. This was the Bleeding Red, I believe is his name in the community. He made this mod, a bunch of other mods. He's awesome. He's the guy who actually helped me build a computer, gave me just a ton of really good advice, things like that. Ooh, look at that, 39, nice job. So there you go. So you're going to see that transition over and over and over. And I guess it's okay. I don't know. I just didn't love it, I guess. Let's play some just no-pressure football here. We're not going to save this. Let's just see how it goes. Oh, come on, guys. Sam Hartman. Oh, yeah, because if you saw in the injuries, they have two quarterbacks hurt. Kyler Murray and the backups hurt. So Sam Hartman. You want to talk about getting some fun realism stuff going on here. They're down to their third quarterback. Is that on them? So there you go. A little penalty animation is a little different. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys like those? Do you like the kind of the regular ones?
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Holy cow.
Now whistles and a flag, and I think we got
giving it right back. Yep. Love it. Oh, man. Sabo's the guy who did the gameplay mods. I think there's others involved too, but it's like the Sabo gameplay mod. It is awesome. And my air conditioning is on right now. That is seriously insane. I had the heat on this morning, and now the AC's on. Only in San Diego. Only in San Diego in January, whatever this is, February.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down.
Gosh, Sam Hartman.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Come on, I just want to get the ball. I just want to score. I just need to prove that I'm not always so terrible. Look at that block by the left tackle.
And a really good
The highlight of the game for me last time was honestly the 2 blocks from my left guard. Like, just mauled dudes. It was awesome. And like it mattered. It was like in the play.
I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Another run on second down with Carter.
There's Carter, or Barrett Carter, that is, our 2nd round pick. Our 1st pick in the draft.
2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a
3rd and 4. Let's F them up here with some blitzing.
search of 4 yards here.
Come on, guys, cover.
And look like some movement there. Let's get the call.
This is like a Lions crowd, and the team's 0-3, and we're like, come on, let's get our 1st win.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
To throw on 3rd down. Hartman.
Oh, gosh. Just runs around chicken with his head cut off. 3 for 3, 47 yards. This is like a Lions game. We're going to make Sam Hartman a Pro Bowler. We got Itzen, that corner, or Isian, whatever, the corner I signed off the practice squad starting. What is happening? Thank God this game's not going to count. We're just screwing around. Just showing off the Fox mod or whatever it's called.
Look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
Ooh, I tried to big hit him. Ooh, fumble.
The lineman on the other side has got it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
I'm so pumped for the Lions tomorrow, guys. Oh my gosh. We were trying to go, my wife and I. We still might. Like, if there's airfare, it's like an 1.5-hour flight from San Diego. It's like, we've been looking all week, but ticket prices keep dropping. But truthfully, I don't know. I'll be surprised if the Lions win. I mean, I'll be ecstatic, but 49ers they're tough. I mean, their offense is like legendarily good. So, and our defense is not legendarily good.
Because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown.
Guys, send me your tips too. Why do I suck so bad? All right, no pressure here. But I can't just come out chucking the ball. We're just going to try and score on a drive, dang it. Build up some confidence.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week.
60s are still good run blocker, man. It's like noticeably good. Love it.
Change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Probably a disguised cover 3 here. Nope.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not trying to be a run pass.
They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better.
Either a man or a blitz here, I think.
And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Pass taken in by his
That's that same pass that we threw up the wheel route in the last game, but with the blitz, we just had to put it out there. Seems like the CPU runs a lot of zone, and so I love coming out in formations like this against them just to try and get like a read on it. And then if we want to sit there, we can try to just get some good running. Ooh, screen's a nice call here. 2nd and 1. We do look like they're in zone.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll set up the
blocks develop. Man, apparently I needed to like warm up. Or play the Cardinals. Maybe that's what it is, right? Ooh, there we go. Got it out.
Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Play action halfback flat.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through
Wrong guy. Oh, it worked out.
Things,
that was the right guy, and then it quickly was the wrong guy. Like, the coverage changed. I need some practice throwing short here, so let's stick with it. We got mismatches on the left-hand side. It's probably going to be a blitz from the right, so let's shift the coverage. Triangle should be open here.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Ooh, I'm okay with that. I don't even care if he's on him. With this mod, like, you're not going to get superstar linebacker. Dude, that linebacker is a good man. Keep passing. I just want to practice short passing here.
But that time, they were up to the challenge.
Maybe Duvernay in the back of the end zone. Maybe the tight end if they stay in cover 2. Nope, Duvernay. Hey, we did it. There, I had to prove to you guys I can score. Let's see if I can prove. Oh, come on. That looked good. I mean, that one did look good. Yeah, that's 2 feet. Let's go. Come on, give me this touchdown. Get out of here. Get that trash out of here. Okay, here it is. Even harder is the extra point. This is so hard with the gameplay mod. Oh. Oh, that's it. I have to end the stream. That's just stream ending perfection right there. We did it. We scored a touchdown. More importantly, I made the extra point. Guys, I'm Mike Lowe. I'm a Madden genius. I appreciate you all checking out the stream. Thanks for subscribing. We'll be back. Cannot wait to watch my lines tomorrow. But guys, thanks so much. Appreciate you checking out the stream. I will see you all next time as I figure out how to turn this stream off here. You guys can watch me turn it off.